kings, queens, and in-betweens.
And free the guys.
And try to be a good human. Make sure you hit the like button if you fuck with this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Help out the show. And ring the notifications bell so you'll be notified when we drop new content. Shout out to the moms. It is the day after Mother's Day. Shout out to all you moms out there and mother-like caregivers alike. Did you do something for Mother's Day?
Could. But not really, no. Took my lady out to nails done, shit like that. But nothing crazy.
Same.
Nails done?
No, I didn't do nothing crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was got the flowers. That's about it.
Yeah, shout out to the moms, man. It's you love to see an outpouring of love for the moms.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, for sure. And this is I feel like this year I didn't see a lot though, as much as I normally do.
I can agree.
And I don't know what changed, but
I assume that means people were not on like their phone.
And I like that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because you know some people do it for the gram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not that type of guy.
Right.
Did you shoot out like? Because I remember we had talked last year. Did you shoot out any text this year? I sent, besides my lady, I sent 2. That was it. Only because I thought about it. But yeah, other than that.
Your kids got you.
Facts.
I don't know, bro. I can't explain it any better than I already have.
Yeah,
that's just not.
But I'm only asking to see if shit changed. That was it.
Nope.
Not even your lady's vibe. You ain't say it, nothing.
I told my lady's mom, Happy Mother's Day.
Was y'all in the same room or something?
No, but I seen her recently.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you ain't a dirtbag.
Yeah. Something that I realized, I don't want to say recently, but I feel like this goes into like Mother's Day. Women's healthcare is really different. Have you experienced this?
I don't know. What do you mean different?
They got to work hard.
For what?
To get care.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, it's hard to compare it to me because it's like...
You don't try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now... Oh, okay. Now, sometimes I feel like these are professionals. They dealt with this before. Certain things. Some people overreact. Normally, women overreact. I could be... Now... I'm not saying y'all overreact, but typically, sometimes it's overreaction. I feel like open to being wrong. But, and then it's like, okay, now you about to make me like, I guess, not take care of you. I'm gonna do my job, but the bare minimum. I feel like I see that a lot, but I don't feel like they gotta really work hard. Now, what makes you say that though?
Seeing it. So, I've been hearing this, I think, for the last, like, let's call it 5 years. And I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't skeptical, because I'm skeptical of every claim until there's, like, good evidence for it.
Yeah.
I heard it. I was skeptical, but I take your word for it. Like, I'll take your word for it. If it's you say that you get different, the statistics literally say that women, especially black women, get different care.
I hear that. But people are racist. We know that.
But I didn't see it until, like, not that long ago. My wife is trying to get some shit figured out.
Uh-huh.
And we got the same doctor, bro. I trust this doctor wholeheartedly. Uh-huh. And even when my doctor not available, her nurse practitioners is there. And I've never gone any longer than I was willing to go without something being done to figure out what's going on with me.
Okay.
Realize what I said there. I've never gone any longer than I was willing to go.
Okay.
Meaning, once I hit them up, shit is figuring itself out quick.
Okay.
My wife had a problem. Went there. Test results came back. The test that they ran, results came back, and there was nothing like that popped out. So they was like, yeah, you good. And that was the end of it.
Now let's pause this.
Okay.
Now, based off your history, when you need to figure something out, I'm assuming it's something serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is this on the same level as serious?
Yep.
Did the test come back negative for what the concern was?
Well, that's not how that works.
What do you mean?
So let's say your stomach hurts. And they see, do you have a fever? And once they see you don't have a fever, they're like, okay, next thing. No, for my wife, they was like, no, you good.
Now time out. Now, okay, I'm just trying to see what if they test it for the worst thing possible here?
Yeah.
And the worst thing is something we need to take care of.
Yep.
And then test negative, and then everything else will work itself out. Like, you don't really need anything. You don't need medicine.
Right.
Is that okay?
It would be, but that's just not the case here.
Wow.
Like I don't want to ignore, and I understand the role that you're playing right now.
Yeah.
But I don't want to ignore that role feels like it leads to this type of thing. Do you understand?
Yes.
Like when you think, oh, this is probably just going to figure itself out.
Yeah.
You don't actually address the problem.
Okay.
So this person has an upset stomach.
Yeah.
And you're doing nothing to find out why their stomach is upset because it's not cancer.
Okay. That's valid.
And that is something that my wife has dealt with
Numerous
for
occasions?
a year, bro. Like she's had a problem for a year. And they're like, it's not this.
Is it?
See you at your next checkup.
Is it not enough symptoms?
I don't know. I just want to bring that to this platform. I would love to do this with a lady on, but being that Mother's Day, we were shouting out mothers. I thought this was a good time to say how like that shit real. Like I have personally experienced it now. How to me this is something you clearly go get figured out. Like this is something that needs to be figured out. And they was like, it's not that. Bye. That's never happened to me. Whenever I go there and they're like, it's not that. We're gonna refer you to get an X-ray to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Like they just told my wife, like, it's not that.
Okay. Now
She had to follow up with them.
Now, every time I have been at the hospital or something with my lady, we always had some type of problem, but it was like more so the service, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we don't like the pace they're working at.
Sure.
Possibly some type of racism, like
Sure.
we feel like you treating other shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But with my daughter, there's one thing, like she had like a leg problem ever since she was born. We noticed it, like she used to drag her foot or whatever. And till this day, they still don't know. Like,
Not knowing is not what I'm talking about here.
but we don't feel like they did enough to figure it out. Like what you're saying, like tapping on her fucking knee to see if she has a reaction. It's like, nope, looks fine. That's not enough. Like she's 7. She just got like an X-ray on her leg this year. Like this year, 7 years later.
So basically, for 6 years, they said, not broken, bye.
Basically, yeah.
That is crazy.
No.
Because that's never, and the only reason that I say that's crazy, the only reason that I bring it up, that has literally never happened to me. Every single time I go to the doctor and there's something that needs figured out, they go the extra mile to figure it out. Like, when I go there with a problem, they're like, well, let me check. All right, it's not super conclusive that this is the problem, so we're going to send you to this place to go figure out your problem.
Okay, now I want to ask you another question. Who's more quicker to go to a doctor, you or your lady?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So
That's just because neither one of us is quick to do it. And I think she's used to not having good health care. And I have fantastic health care. And in my adult life, I have only ever worked at the place that I work. So I've always had specifically good health care.
Gotcha.
So when I go to the doctor, I know that me going to the doctor means $20.
Gotcha.
I'll go to the doctor.
So yeah, I'm only going to the doctor if I feel like
It's over for me.
yeah, like we got some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So like if I'm going, this is serious.
Yeah,
Here.
I agree.
Like I feel like on my girl's side, like she got
Careful now. Careful now. Hey.
If her stomach hurts, like we gotta go figure this out. Like you just didn't eat breakfast. Like I just feel like we're just different.
Sure.
And-
yeah, I'm not discounting that.
So this shouldn't matter, but the amounts you go should not affect how they treat you.
Right.
But I wouldn't be shocked if it did change in the treatment.
I'll tell you that is not the case on my wife's side.
Yeah. Yeah. They must be treated differently then, bro.
No. The reason that I'm bringing this up is because I have personally seen now, like I have not just evidence but proof that we're treated differently. Like this isn't something like I'm not going to divulge what it is that she's dealing with, but let me just say that it's not something that you take lightly.
Gotcha.
Like it's not something like this. This is a quality of life issue. So the last time I went, it was like I would call it moderate constipation. Like I literally had not shat in weeks. Like I hadn't shat in weeks, bro.
So
I went there and they made sure they figured it out. Like I had to go to the doctor 3 different times, 3 different locations, and they figured that shit out.
Damn, yeah.
My wife is dealing with something, obviously not the same thing, but like she's dealing with something that affects the quality of her life. Like you can't do this and still enjoy your life. And they're just like, yeah, it wasn't that.
So now that you see the difference, where do you go from here?
Great question.
Do you annoy them now?
I don't know. I feel self-advocacy is necessary here. Like not taking no for an answer and yes, annoying them.
Now, is switching like the person you go to an option here?
It's an option. I just don't think it's
The option.
I think that there is a very low likelihood that you find a better doctor. Like a very low likelihood.
Damn. Yeah, that's tough.
It's disappointing, man.
But-
it was disappointing to experience.
So, but for her, she got to be used to it because I'm sure she told you that like this is normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do she maneuver through shit like this? Because she's not new to this.
Yeah. My wife is in a weird spot with that because I think she is used to kind of like taking what she's given. Like
Yeah.
this is, and since being with me, like she feels a bit more empowered, but she also doesn't know how to enact that.
Gotcha.
That's tough.
No, that's real tough,
Yeah,
especially when it's something you're uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just shut up about this.
But what I'm trying to express to her is like I'm behind you in all of this. Like we gonna pull up there and demand some type of care.
No, that's wild.
It's really crazy, bro. Like to hear, because I'm sitting back like waiting for these results as well, and so let me say it like this: I went to the doctor, needed some tests.
Mm-hmm.
When I got the tests, they weren't conclusive. I was told to come in that same day that we got the results. And this is one isolated time, but one other time, the longest that it ever took to get me in after the test results was a day.
Gotcha.
So like either the same day or the next day, they're like, come in and we'll talk about these results and we'll go to next steps. My wife does the same thing, gets these tests, gets the results. They just hit her up and tell her what was on the results. Like they just called her and said, hey, it ain't that. Bye.
Was it automated?
No, somebody called her and was like, yeah, so it's
No.
not that.
How do you say like where do we go from here? Like this is not the end of this chapter, bitch.
Yeah. That's how I would say it.
Yeah, like-
so what now?
Like that's it. you're not putting me out this doctor's office.
Right.
Like, we got to talk about the next step here.
Right.
No, I have never dealt with that. So
Right.
that's tough.
Right.
Like,
You've never.
It doesn't
dealt
sound
with that.
real almost.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Because I came home and I'm like, so, what's the deal? She was like, it's not that. And I'm like, okay.
All right, finish the story. You're like, what else did they say?
She's like, I guess I'll just see her at my checkup. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Nah. That ain't right. And then I'm assuming this is a woman doctor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does she understand?
Right? Bro, it's so crazy because like I feel disappointed in my doctor. Like I have a great doctor and I feel so disappointed in her.
Like, I want to make an excuse for them, but I can't.
Yeah, I don't. I think because I was primed and like, especially during COVID, I was hearing a lot about how women's healthcare is just not the same. Like it's just objectively worse.
Yeah.
And that sounds so crazy that I need statistics behind it. There are plenty. Like there are so many statistics
Especially like birth.
behind it. Yeah.
That's what I mainly heard this about.
There's so many statistics behind it, and so I'm hearing it, but I think that primed me for this situation where like all this time has passed and here it is like in my home, in my face, there it is happening. And I'm like, whoa, no, that is actually very different.
Yeah. No, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's real wild. Nah, you gotta holler at your doctor.
I do.
It almost like you gotta lie and say something wrong with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild that you even have to do that.
Yeah. One thing, if there is an excuse, one thing I can say is healthcare professionals and probably most people, they see me and see like a walking like disease or
Victim.
something. Yeah, yeah. This dude's gonna he's almost there. And they don't see my wife like that. Like she doesn't look like she's unhealthy. So I think that it's possible that these healthcare professionals see me and they're like, well, we gotta help this guy stay fucking alive. And my wife looks fine. So I guess I could give that a little bit of bail there. I guess not on topic, but just because we're talking about moms and healthcare and shit, gender reveals. I don't think it's possible that we haven't covered it, but they're stupid.
I have no data to support what I'm about to say, but I can almost guarantee you it's never the man's idea.
Right. Yep.
And I don't understand. Okay, I understand the purpose of it. You want to be surprised, but like, why though? Like, don't you want to prepare for this as soon as possible? Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand. Like, why women want that. I can't even say why women. I just don't understand it, bro. I don't understand that by any means. Like, it just doesn't click in my head. Like, yeah, let's do this. Like, let's wait till the last minute to find out.
Somebody just told me that they pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And they was like, oh, we're probably going to do a gender reveal, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, you lost points right there. And she was like, oh, we're not going to do anything crazy. It would just be like, I don't know, we'll like shoot a balloon or we'll like pop. I was like, cut a cake, dog. What are you doing?
Is it the same?
Cut a fucking cake. Open an envelope.
Is it the same as like a baby shower? Like, do you have a gender reveal and the baby shower? Or is it one?
It's definitely not one.
Oh, no, they tripping.
How you going to get attention like that?
Nah, you tripping. Nope. Mm-mm. You ever been to one?
A what?
Gender reveal.
See,
or a baby shower.
I know I say this a lot, but I really don't think people understand. Like, I'm not that guy.
I've been to one.
I am not that guy.
Been to one.
I don't want to be there.
No.
I'm not going to be there.
I got a question. There's really no difference from birthday parties either.
Yeah, there is.
No, not for a kid's birthday party.
Right. Sure. No, there is. There is.
What?
Support for that kid.
The support is just for someone else, though.
Right.
And that's not the same to you?
No. Support for a pregnant mother
Yeah.
who is doing well enough to have a party. Have at it, man. Have a party without me. But like, my nephew's birthday party is coming up.
Yeah.
I am stoked to go to that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I feel like the vibes are the same though for me.
Maybe I wouldn't know. Like I told you, I've never been to the other one.
I've been to one. The
I've never
vibes
been
are the
to that
same. Like we do the same shit. Games, cake.
Maybe. But I think the difference is that like this little kid gets to be excited that his uncle is there to celebrate with him.
Yeah. Okay, I give you that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nah. It ain't the same for the mothers.
No, because if you're excited, like you can just be excited that other people are here to celebrate with
Yeah.
you. I think this.
But
Do what you want to do. I'm only
They are
judging
corny,
you a
though.
little bit.
They are corny,
but like
though.
it's stupid.
for sure. Especially the ones who do it late in their pregnancy too.
I don't know. I'm not going that far.
That makes it even worse.
I'm not going that far. I just think it's stupid. Like I think it's stupid.
I can agree with you on that. Oh, probably the man do too. What makes me even mad is niggas be mad like when they don't get what they want. I think that's weird. That's weird to me.
I don't know that I've seen that.
I can send you multiple clips.
No, thank you.
Well,
Oh, for the show.
Yeah.
All right, sure. Here
like,
it is.
Niggas get mad like
Lame.
or they start pouting, walk off like, damn, like I got a hoe. Like they do shit like that.
You did what?
People be like, I got a hoe. For some reason, niggas be wanting boys, I guess, because they think, they make stupid memes. You rather have a gay son or a hoe daughter.
Wait, what just happened?
Yeah, like men really be upset sometimes having a daughter for real, like for real.
Why is a 0-year-old a hoe or gay?
Yeah. Some people really just be anti. Yo.
So that's a weird way
But
to look at it.
being upset about a gender reveal is crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
I think that's what I'm doing right now.
Nah.
I'm being upset about gender reveals.
No,
It's
okay.
just weird. There are some social constructs that I just see as like, what are you doing?
That's
What are
just
you
new
doing
though.
over
That's
there?
not. That wasn't really always a thing. That's current within the 5 years.
The way that I feel about gender reveals, like when I'm scrolling through and I see somebody blowing something up or like or like slicing something.
Yeah.
I feel that same cringe as what we were talking about.
No.
Seeing people
Not at all.
set up for
You're
TikToks.
tripping. Nah, you're tripping. No, one of those is worse, and it's them niggas who shopping in the fucking store.
No, I'm saying setting up for TikToks. There are certain TikToks that are worse than other TikToks, but like
the actual act of like setting it up.
no. Like if I see somebody setting their car or setting their phone up on their car to do like one of those dances,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, look, call one in the wild. Call one in the wild, bro. Look, hit hey, we call one in the with the
Hold on. You ever caught one though? You ever caught one?
no.
I wouldn't count it, but it's a kid. I seen one, and I was like, damn, that nigga is lost already.
No, man.
But I have not seen an adult do it.
Right.
It would that'll definitely make me feel some type of way.
What I'm saying is, if I were to ever see somebody like shooting a balloon and it blows up blue, I'm like, ooh, we call it.
Nah, I don't get the vibes.
Look,
Like,
look,
damn,
look,
that's,
look.
that's stupid. Waste of money. That's what I think. Like it's just a waste of time.
There they go.
Nah, I don't get the vibes.
I do for
but
sure.
catching somebody doing a TikTok different though.
They feel the same to me.
Really?
They really do. They feel the same.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
It's like, ooh,
Yeah, I
what
don't
you
feel
doing?
that way.
What you doing?
But like, how I feel is to try to put it into words is more like bozo. I want to say bozo activities, but there's levels. No, there's
I'm
levels.
sure there may be levels, but like your doctor had to just like call someone. You know what I mean? Like someone who's at this party right now got a call from your doctor and said, "Boy," like, and you went and blew something up.
Well, you can even look on the website though. There's like websites and shit. You can just look it up. Like it don't have to be.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. People like surprises,
Boy.
though. Niggas like surprises.
And more power to you. Yeah, we're judging, and probably unnecessarily, but this is the Overly Opinionated Podcast. This is what you came for.
Facts.
You wanted to talk about outgrowing family.
Yeah.
Let's get there.
And because I seen a video of a woman, she was hurt because she outgrew her family that she loved so much, and it made me think. It's like, I feel like for me it's like a one-sided hurt. Like you outgrow someone, they feel like you don't care about them, I guess, because you don't do the same shit y'all used to do, I guess. You know what I mean by that? Like, let's say we used to like just hang out and be childish together, but like, bro, I grew up, got a family now, like I got to work. Like, if you ain't on like some sane shit, I should say, we just can't chop it up like that, like we used to. And some people see that as like, I don't fuck with you no more. And it's not even like that. It's just like, I'm just on a different path in life.
I feel like you did just describe that you don't fuck with them no more.
No. We can still talk, we can still chop it up, but just not the same things we used to do.
Of course.
And some people see that as, oh, you changed. Like,
you did. You literally did. You just had the expectation that they changed. And they had the expectation that you stay the same.
But it almost feels like the change is bad. It gives off like the change is bad.
I think that's how you internalize it.
You think so?
Yeah, because it is just the change is affecting me this way. Facts.
Now,
it literally is.
But do you feel sometimes it almost feels like beef and it's not beef? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
And I don't like them vibes though. So it's like, I feel like them vibes is what ruined the actual relationship.
Okay.
You disagree?
A little bit.
Why?
I feel like there's just not there is a lack of communication between loved ones there. And I don't know that anybody, especially from our background, communicating ain't really
facts.
Like, that's not happening. I'm not expressing my feelings and why. Well, I am, but they're not. And also, bro, and this was something that I had in the notes 2 weeks ago. I think and I don't want to derail this, but I do think that this plays into it. Some people they just can't accept love, bro. And I think the reason that you end up where you end up on the outgrowing family thing, where it's only one person that's being hurt, is because you really could do without.
Is that bad?
You could do without familial love.
And that sounds crazy to me.
Yeah, it sounds crazy to me too.
But can we all not do without that?
No, some people can't.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
But I'm the abnormal one here?
Uh-huh.
No. So I feel like I can for sure do without, okay?
Yeah.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's okay though. Like,
sure. No one said it wasn't okay.
Okay and normal.
Nope.
Why not though?
Because it isn't.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, outgrowing family is not normal?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm asking.
No, it is.
So the doing without the people you outgrew is like being okay with that. You're saying it's not normal?
Right.
Really?
Yeah. For you to not be hurt too, yeah, that's not normal. Like, you're saying that they're the only ones hurt, that y'all don't have a relationship anymore? Yeah, that's not normal.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't hurt me though.
Right.
Now, are you hurt by outgrowing family?
Oh yeah, big time.
Really?
Oh yeah, big time. For sure.
Now, are you more hurt that they didn't change, or y'all just don't have what y'all used to have?
That. It is literal grief, bro. I lost something. Like, I lost someone.
But I can appreciate what we used to have, though.
Sure.
And that's simply just
that
enough
doesn't
for
stop me from grieving, bro. Like that doesn't change the fact that we no longer.
I wonder why I don't agree with that.
Because you could do without.
But
like the last time that you saw whichever loved one you outgrew, you're cool with that being the last time.
that's not true. No. Completely not true.
Okay.
Completely not true. We're just not on the same things. Like, and that is it. That's simply just it. Like, the type of time I'm on, you're not on. Like, you on our old type of time, and I'm just not fucking with that. Like, I love you to death, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not grieving because, like, you're just not where I feel like we should be at, and that's it.
They feel the same about you.
But I feel like for the worse, if that makes...
That's what they think about you.
Now, we could possibly look at life differently, for sure.
Yeah, no, you do.
Like, and I don't feel... this might sound arrogant or whatever, but I don't feel like I lost them, they lost me.
Right.
But it's still all love from my side, though. Like,
Sure.
so why... that sounds so selfish, though. It sounds selfish because...
Because it is, or... Because it is, or...
No, they definitely lost me for sure.
If you no longer have a relationship with somebody and you want a relationship with that person, you lost them too.
Okay, I do want a relationship with them.
Sure.
I'm not upset that where our relationship is now. I'm upset that they're not trying. I don't want to say meet me halfway. I don't even want to say that. Like, okay, they didn't grow up, and like, bro, we have to grow up. Like, they don't see that. They don't think we need to grow up, or it's time to grow up, and that's our biggest problem for our relationship.
I don't know. I guess without the specifics of the situation, this may not mean much, but sometimes growing up, I think there are positions that look so obviously wrong to us that we can't wrap our heads around someone thinking they look right. I try to accept that position as one that looks right to them. Like, growing up might mean that you don't get to play 12 hours of video games every day. And they want to play 12 hours of video games, man. And they will pay the cost of playing 12 hours of video games. You used to do that. They want you to keep doing that.
Okay. Along them lines, they pay the cost but don't accept it. They'll pay the cost but don't accept, like, because I'm doing this is what I got to deal with.
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
the problems on everybody else. That's
Yeah.
like, and that's what gets into our relationship now. Like, it's like, bro, like, you don't see the wrong. It's everybody else here. It's like, you don't see your wrong. Like, bro, we grown now. Like, we can't just be acting the same way we really used to act. And then it's like, I'm against you now. That's what it feels like. And I hate them vibes.
Yeah, I feel that.
I hate them vibes. It's like, yeah, bro, like, that's why I said, like, I outgrew you, because it's like, I love you to death. Like, I really wish you the best. I wish I was there to see your best, but I don't want to see your best right now if this is all you're doing. And it's not like I didn't try to help. Like, I've been trying to help when I seen the signs, but it's just like, yeah, it's like, I can't fuck with you like we used to, bro.
Some people really can't accept that love. And that's something that I have to come to grips with right now. Trying to meet people where they are, but not being able to go where they are.
Yeah.
And also trying to bring people where I am and them having an inability to get to where I am.
That's what I can't wrap my head around. Because I feel like if it was possible for me, it's possible for you.
Yeah, that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but it's also not possible. I know that doesn't make sense, but yeah, some people can't, bro. Like, some people really can't. I've been trying so hard with one of the people in my life. I've been trying so fucking hard, man. Like, at every turn, the way that I show love is, like, I turn it up even more. Like I just pour love into this person, and like nothing. They still see me. They even see me as an enemy, bro.
Now, I don't know them vibes because I'm not seen as an enemy. It's more like I don't want to say that. I feel like he got too many yes men in his ear, and then it just cancels out everything I said. If that makes sense, like, oh, you on the right path, bro. Like, you got multiple people saying this, like, bro, you're not on the right path. Like, you're not. And I got the proof to show you you're not. Like, and when you got so many people telling you the wrong things, it's like, bro, why listen to me? Like, why listen to me? That's what it feels like. So I don't even want to say I don't think they see me as an enemy. I really don't.
But I think that's a similar way to see it, though. They may not see you as an enemy, but they definitely don't see you as. They definitely don't see you as a resource.
And I hate that. I hate that so much.
I don't think those are super different. I guess the only difference is that me helping looks like I'm making fun of like the person that I'm talking about.
And definitely coming from our culture, I can see how that's easily done too. Easily done.
I hate that shit.
It's almost like bragging. They seem like, I don't want to say bragging, but like flaunting.
Yeah, that's the thing though, because and I can see that too, especially coming from our culture. But this particular person will like take advantage of it when it's necessary. Like the way that they talk to me, about some of the ways that I try to help. The way that they talk to me is just like they think I'm literally made of money.
Now that type of person would have been out. I would have been outgrew them. Easily.
Yeah. No, and I'm not saying that I didn't, but that doesn't stop me. Like I very much want to be a part of their life.
What's the hardest part about outgrowing some family for you?
Being so distant from somebody that I live so near.
Yeah. I get that so much.
Like this person who potentially used to be a part of my daily life. See them 6-7 times a year now. And half of those times are not joyous occasions.
Yeah.
Like I still light up whenever I see this person. I'm very happy to be in their presence just because like this don't happen enough. Like I am just happy to be here with you. I'm happy to be experiencing you right now.
Yeah.
And they see me as, look at this nigga done switched up. Oh, rich. And I mean, every single time I'm in the room with this person, they call me rich. And it's like, fuck, bro. Like,
damn. Mine would probably have to be like you said, you spent your daily lives with this person. And now I feel like when I'm around them, I don't belong here. That's the worst part for me. Like I used to spend days, like live together. Like it's like I shouldn't be here. That's what it legit feels like. I shouldn't be here. Like I feel like I'm doing something wrong being here with you. Yeah, that shit sometimes eats at. I think about it every time I even talk to him. Like we don't talk that much now, but every time I even see him, it's like, damn.
Yep.
Like I feel like did I backtrack?
Yep.
I get thoughts like that.
And I think there's like if you have any amount of self-awareness to you, there's an automatic reaction like within your reflection that's like, damn, did I change up? Like, did I earn this position in their life? Well, for me at least, because like I genuinely do think, like I understand where they're coming from. I used to be them.
Yeah. But my thing is like, what makes me like, I think that too, but also like the biggest thoughts that piss me off is like, I kind of feel like I'm looking down on them. Like I wasn't like one with them, I guess, but it feels like I'm shaming them, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not my intent, like at all, by any means. It's like I don't want you to feel like I'm shaming you,
right?
And then I don't want this to be like the daily conversation every time we're around each other,
right?
Like, so it's that shit's tough for me. That's why it's like, yeah, I'd rather just not deal with this.
Yeah. I would rather deal with it, but I am the only one that is willing to express myself the way that I am. Like, out of the two of us, we don't want to have real heart-to-heart conversations.
Yeah. I feel like in my situation we could have it, but they wouldn't be honest though.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like, there's only so much talk because, like I said, I'm in a position now where you don't even relate to me.
Yeah, that's
like, you don't relate to me.
And what's so tough is from our side we relate to them.
Yeah.
And that's the wildest part for me though. Like, and I don't think they think bad of me, but
good.
I feel like it's more annoying though. Like, because it's like, bro, I feel like we have to have this talk because I really want the best for you. That's it. Like, I really want the best for you. And I feel like I would be letting you down not bringing this up every single time I see you, like, because I don't see the improvement. I don't even see
attempts at improvement.
Yeah, like, so it's like I have to keep doing this. Like, at the end of the day, I can never say I didn't try though, and that shit eats at me, bro.
Yeah, it's not your job, man. Sadly, it's really
Whose
not.
job is it though?
Theirs, for real.
Why do I don't know if I agree with that.
You just don't have that position in their lives. When you say you don't agree, like, you can literally see it.
I'll take that.
You can see that you don't have that position in their lives, and if you don't have that position, it's not your job, bro. And I'm right there with you, man. I have tried with this is the case for
A couple of people.
A lot of people in my life. A lot of people see me as a completely different dude. I feel the exact same. I feel the exact same. Like, no difference at all. Like, I have access to more shit, and that's it. That is literally it. I still feel like the same nigga y'all had to pick up to hang out with. I still very much feel like that dude. But, like, I look like this guy to y'all.
Now, I can see the I don't want to say I feel the same, because I feel like sometimes my scenery changed, and then, like, when I go chill with them, it's like I feel like 2012 Darian, like,
yeah.
literally, because, like, the scenery is the same, like, they maneuver the same, and it's so wild to me, like, bro, it's been like 12 years, like, why? Like, that blows my mind.
But that's not what I mean, though. What I mean is, who I am is the same person. I accept that that's not true, but I still relate so strongly to me from then that I don't feel a difference. Like, you right, my scenery changed.
Gotcha.
When I'm there, like I told you, there have been times where I literally went back to the exact same place we were before. Like, one of my homies was in the exact same place.
Yeah.
And I went back, and it bothered me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it really did. It bothered me a whole lot. And while I understand that, I still also feel like when I'm on my way home that day, I'm like, yeah, I'm the same nigga. Like, I'm still the same nigga.
Now, do you think you feel how you act? Or act how you feel, I should say?
Yes. But I also see how other people don't see it that way. Because when I'm in spaces of old Savon, I see and hear reactions being that I am no longer old Savon. And when I'm in spaces of new Savon, I am met with reactions as if
you're old Savon. Damn. That's so crazy to look at that.
Yeah.
Because I never thought about that, but that is so true.
Yep.
So true. But I feel like now that I'm trying to look at myself, how I could see myself like I don't act how I feel, I guess. I can't see myself like acting different, but I feel like it's more in a sensible way.
You just want different shit. Like, you want different things. You want different outcomes. You just aren't motivated by the same thing. And you act accordingly.
Yes and no.
Talk to me.
Okay, so let's use the example of like playing a game for 12 hours.
Mhm.
Like, who gives a fuck? Call off work if I'm too tired. But it's like now it's like that's not wise to do. Like, I got shit to take care of. Like, get off the game at 9:30.
You want different things, so you act accordingly. The things that you care about changed. And your behavior shifted with it.
Which means we changed though, right?
Yeah. I'm not saying that we didn't. I'm just saying that
If that's the case, I couldn't be the same D though. You feel me?
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You still like playing the game, don't you?
Love it.
You still do it when you can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's only so much of your personality now, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you trying to set your family up for wealth in the future, and
Gotcha.
that's the goal, and that's the thing that motivates you every day. Like,
Gotcha.
you used to go to work so that you can afford being able to play the game. I'm being dead ass right now,
Nah, no kizzy. That shit was a lie.
and I feel the same. Like, I used to go to work so that I could afford somewhere to live, so that I can do whatever the fuck I wanted all day long. I could make beats or fucking read about the shit that I found interesting, and that I was going to do that all day long. Now we go to work to brighten our future.
Yeah.
Like, we go to work for that, and we are so focused on that our behavior is following that. And there are people from our past that are still going to work or living their lives based on the gratification they're going to get at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's fine, man. It's fine. And I still very much identify with that. Because I can't pretend that there aren't days where I'm like, damn, man, I ain't made a beat in fucking forever, bro.
Yeah.
I would love to make a fucking beat. Like, now my making beats is this podcast. Like, there are still days where work takes a back seat to the podcast. Where I could be working right now. But instead we're recording this podcast because I care about this.
Yeah.
So I still fully understand where they're coming from. It's just my priorities have shifted in such a way. And more power to them, man. Like, I get it. We all trying to pursue happiness the way that makes life worth living to us. And this is just the way that I do it. And I wish that the way that I did it didn't make me look like...
That guy.
It didn't make me look so different.
Like, you don't belong here.
Right. But at the same time, I can understand them thinking, I wish Savon and Darian's shift in motivation didn't make me look so stagnant to them.
Yeah.
And your answer is, yeah, but they are. But their answer to you is, yeah, but you changed. Like, that's literally what's happening. Both sides are absolutely correct about the other. And it's just that, like, you have to deal with people that differ from you in that way, a certain way. Like, it's a completely different interaction now that we're different.
It really is.
And it has to be. Otherwise, you'd be there playing the game for 9 of those 12 hours.
I'll be trying to catch myself trying to make it the same.
Yeah.
But it just don't hit the same, bro. It
Yeah.
really don't. But when we link up, it's like I guess the nostalgia kicks in for me, but then I settle back down to reality, and it's like I get sad. I don't want to say disappointed, man. Just I really get disappointed. That's why I think the outgrowing like affects me, because I'm disappointed. Like, I didn't like. Of course, certain people I don't mind outgrowing, but when it's the ones you like,
He was my
there,
road dog
like,
for real.
who was really there, it's like, damn, like, I didn't even think this was possible.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what makes me sick. Like, I did not see this even being impossible, like for real. And then it just happened. That's all I can. It just happened. Like that's the toughest thing for me, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that shit fucked me up, bro.
It's weird. It's weird. It's definitely a weird situation, and it's one that I don't know. I grieve that shit for real though. Like I'm not gonna pretend that I don't. I grieve those relationships sometimes because, this is an odd segue, but I feel like something that happens to me probably once a month. I'll go on one of the social medias and see someone I know, and I'll be like, "Word, fam, you what's the name from down the street?" Type shit.
Yeah.
And like, I just have to accept that that's just not how it works. Like that person that you see, what's the name from down the street? Not like that's not the person that you grew up with. The same way that you're not the person that they grew up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason that I laughed,
I see that a lot too.
the reason that I laughed is because I saw this video of Drake earlier,
What?
and it made me think of that. Like it was from, let's call it 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like, man, this like you're Drake. Like you're just what's the name from down the street, bro.
Yeah.
You're Aubrey, bro. Right? And I've seen a lot of that. One of my homies who just went to prison for murder, like,
Yeah.
my man, you like poetry. Like, you like poetry and backpack rap and Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're a good guy. You're just the good guy from down the way. And like that's just not real. Like no matter how much you associate or find yourself attached to this snapshot of the past, that shit just changes.
Yeah.
Like that shit just changes, bro.
And that's and it's only hard to accept when it's for the bad.
Nah, man, it's not. I guess it is hard to accept, but I think that is just a different shade of the same color.
Facts.
So I think it literally is the exact same thing where it's like, wow, that nigga that I know is uppity doo-dah day.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro.
I'm so proud of you, bro. That shit.
Word.
Damn, I'm so disappointed.
It's
like,
literally
yeah.
the same shade,
you.
or it's a different shade of the same color, where like that's just somebody that you knew,
Yeah.
and you knew them as Lil what's a name
From down the way. Yeah.
and that's Lil what's a name from down the way, and look at him now. It's like, no, that's a grown ass man now, bro. I'm about to be 30, and I remember like my life is now long enough to look back and say that has been decades ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, and this is something that I have a real hard time with, or not a daily basis, but pretty close. Accepting that people's decision-making process and their experiences took them in a way that nobody would have preferred, including them. Like, as much as we see it as that person put themselves here,
Yeah.
not necessarily untrue, but like I said to you before, how like to me free will is not real.
Mm-hmm.
So like their experiences made it to where like they didn't have a choice but to be where they at. And damn, like that's crazy.
And I can agree with that based because it's I seen a pattern.
Yeah.
Like, and the pattern was like they
Vicious.
stuck to the fucking pattern, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was like, wow,
Yeah.
like all of them, like yeah,
Yeah, but the same way, I would say the same thing for you though. Like the exact opposite happened.
yeah,
You saw a pattern, and not because you're magical. It's not because you just have some magic foresight, right?
mm-hmm.
Like it's not because someone's waving a wand and guiding you differently. Like you were just predetermined to do this. You just found your way out. the same way they found their way in.
Yeah.
Y'all were working again. Everybody is just trying to live in whatever way makes it easier to get to tomorrow. That is what everyone's doing. Everybody is just trying to find the smoothest way to get to tomorrow. Some people are really fucking bad at it. They don't choose to be bad at it. They're just really fucking bad at it. But the goal is always the same. I want to enjoy this enough to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. You right.
Yeah.
You definitely right on that shit, bro.
So I when I remind myself of that, it makes it easier to be like, it sucks, man, but I get it. Like, I get it. My pursuit of happiness is my pursuit of happiness. And it makes it very hard for me to wrestle with this in my head because there is no right way of doing it. No matter how much we see there being a right way, everyone sees there being a right way.
Yeah.
And everyone's right way is different from someone else's. And I know that, like, I know people who I would consider successful that do it the wrong way. From my perspective, obviously.
Gotcha. All right.
So like the person that you're talking about and the person that I'm talking about, they do things for what we would consider instant gratification. They live for day to day.
sure.
They live for day to day. And that looks wrong to us. I know people, one person in particular, who lives for 20 years in the future. He will withhold from himself today. He will withhold 80% of joy from himself today so that in 20 years, that nigga is going to be at a hundo. And I think he's doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Like, from my perspective, you're doing it wrong. Because
Gotcha.
God forbid, bro, what you get in an accident. Now you wasted your life not having the joy that you could have. You didn't maximize your joy.
Yeah, you're right.
So then what? Like what? Like there's not a perfect equation, and when you realize that like everyone's doing the same thing or everyone's trying to do the same thing, just doing it a different way, like you gotta accept like, man, your pursuit of happiness looks like one that I wouldn't want, but Godspeed, make happy.
You're right. But when I was speaking about that pattern, I know they can't be happy with that pattern.
Sure.
They can't be.
Sure.
So
Sure.
you got to change up what you're doing, though.
But bro, you can't be happy when you're putting 80% of it in the future,
So,
right?
yeah.
What's wrong with taking 35% happiness today when it's all you can bank on? Like, obviously, we can list the things that are wrong with it, but like, how are you going to say that you're doing it right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Damn, there's no book for it, though.
There's really no book.
So,
There's really no book, man. And you just got to give them the love that you have space for.
oh, I got to hit my dog up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. No, that's a good convo, bro. I wrestle with that shit. I've been wrestling with that shit since like, I don't know, like 2016, bro. Because I've been seeing, when I realized that I didn't have to do shit I didn't want to do, and there have been like small things that have made that like very clear to me. I used to be a pothead, like big time, bro. Like it was one of the goals on the day, like one of the goals on the day. Oh, Savon, what you doing today? Getting high as fuck every day. Like when you get up, what you gonna do?
Wake your bake?
Definitely. I'm gonna find a way to smoke weed today. And in my early adulthood, it was like, that's fine. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, this is a life.
Like, I don't hate it, but it's fine. And you start to see, like, the people that you fucks with that you used to, like, they was on the same shit.
Yeah.
They was like, yeah, bro, let's get this gram. Like, on a daily basis. Yeah, bro, what you...
Bitch,
You got 10, gang? Let's match. Let's match this 10. Max bet, bro. And that, like, them people, they hit you up and you're like, I'm fine.
Now that sounds crazy, though, don't it?
What?
If they ask you now?
I don't get asked anymore. I don't get asked anymore. And there is I don't want to call it awkward but I don't really have a better word for it right now. There's an awkward interaction when I speak with somebody who is still absolutely my peoples, like absolutely my peoples. But they're my peoples from then.
Yeah.
And they'll hit me, oh, bro, one day we got a link and I'm a burn you down and da 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 da. And I'm just like, all right, because like I'm cool. I'm cool, man.
It almost give up like I ain't fucking with you like that.
Nah, like I want a link, but it's just not gonna be what you expect it to be.
Facts.
Or like I'll be around and somebody had passed me something and I'll be like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't smoke no more? And I'm like, eh. You know what I mean?
They can call you corporate.
Yeah, for real. It looks so different, and it looks like I'm like, oh, we can't relate to fam the same way. And it's like, I get it.
Yeah.
My pursuit of happiness is very different now. But it just is like, I'm not knocking people who want to smoke weed every day, bro. Like,
right.
I'm not saying that you lazy because of that. I'm not saying that you not my folks no more because of that. It's just I'm different.
Yeah.
Like I'm different from that.
We can't chop it up like we used to though.
Right.
The same amount. Like
Right.
that's just nah.
Right.
And that's why I think is one of my problems because I wish we could, but we just can't.
Wow. I never thought about that before.
Like
wow.
I wish we could, but we can't. And that's my problem.
I think I very much understand that. My brain doesn't work that way though. My brain doesn't work that way. I just want relationships with people that I have relationships with. I'm okay with these relationships changing. I don't have a problem with my relationship with you changing. I'm fine with having that relationship with you. It just can't be what it used to be.
Yeah.
And I think other people aren't as okay with that, which is what you're expressing right now. Like you're like, you don't want that.
Yeah.
You want the same relationship.
Yeah.
Me, like, I'm cool with having a different relationship. And I think that you expressing that makes me more empathetic to how it must look to them. When I come over here, knowing that you just rolled 4 blunts and have the expectation that we're about to burn them all, and I'm good. Like I'm coming over here acting like
for you.
Yeah, and I'm coming over here acting like everything is normal.
Yeah.
Because I want to still have a relationship with you. And you're like, who is this nigga?
Yeah. That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's why I said like
That's deep.
being in a room you don't belong. Like
That's deep.
did I get the wrong door here? Like that's exactly what it feels like.
That's deep. Yeah.
Some tough shit, bro.
That is tough shit. Wow. Well, y'all let us know what y'all think about Mother's Day. Let us know what y'all think about women's health care and outgrowing family. And hit us up at The Overly Opinionated Pod on Instagram, at The OO Pod Boys on Twitter, or The Overly Opinionated Pod at gmail.com. For the geezers.